Okay, so in previous videos we have learned about how we can use cloner and how we can apply those effectors to that. But there is a special case. If you see, when we create cloner like this, let's say we have this cube and we move inside this cloner and we can adjust this size of this cloner like this and this. Okay, so we have this cloner, and now suppose if I want to apply this effector like let's say plane, then only I can apply because this cube is inside this cloner. Okay, so there is no confusion. Yep. So now let's do one thing. I'll select this cloner and by holding control I'll move this over here. Okay, and now I'll select this and I'll press C to make this object editable. So what will happen after applying this C, I mean to edit this object, we will get this one null object which name is cloner, and inside that null object there are so many cubes. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of separate cubes. But now suppose if I want to apply those effector to this cubes, let's try it. If I go to the MoGraph and select plane, and let's say, yeah, we cannot apply that thing to this because this as I said, this effectors only work on those who are present in these options like this. Okay, so how we can apply this plane effector or any effector to all of this object. So for that, where there is one option known as fractures. Okay, so how to use that, let's see. So let's hit Control A and delete. Now suppose if I have this cloner, and what I'm gonna do, I'll go to the top view and by holding control I'll create duplicates, and I'll create so many duplicates like this. Like I said, that when we press C on keyboard to make that cloner editable, we will get this kind of clones. Now I want to apply this cloner to, I mean this effector, like all of this effector to this cubes. So how we can do that? So, and because we don't even have cloner and we cannot select all of them and move inside this cloner, so it will create more clones to that object. So we don't want that. So that's where our this option known as fracture comes in. I'll select this option and I'll select all of them and I'll move inside this fracture. Okay, like this. Obviously this cubes has their individuality, like if you create any different material you can still apply that, which means all of them are different just because they are in fracture. That's why we are getting this color. Okay, so there is nothing like we are going to we cannot change the size of this and we cannot manipulate this object, etc, etc. Okay, so after that all of them I'll select this fracture, then I can go to the effector and I can apply whatever effect I want. Like let's apply this formula effector. As I said, with the help of this we can apply this any effector to our objects when all of the objects are inside this fracture. So that's the basic use of this fracture. Obviously there are so many options, but I don't think that's are too much important. So yep, that's the use of fracture.